This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore.
For a tremendous number of years, the Republican Party has tried to distract working Americans with culture war. I believe in a concerted effort to take the focus off the fact that they are trying to enrich corporations and millionaires and billionaires while soaking working class Americans for every single dime they can get, saddling the tax burden on you, while letting ultra rich beyond your wildest imagination types of people, letting them run roughshod over the United States economy, not pay their workers enough. It has caused enormous wealth inequality in this country. ProPublica, which is an unbelievably important outlet for news, for reporting, for investigative reporting, just released a bombshell. They got their hands on financial records, tax records, loan records, gambling records of some of the richest Americans. And what I'm getting ready to talk about should enrage you. It should send you over the moon with fury and anger at what you're having to put forth to support this country, while assholes like Jeff Bezos are getting off virtually scot-free. And ProPublica outlines how this is done through loans, which I may link. I'll just link to their video rather than play it's like a minute 53, their video explaining how the ultra-rich take out loans with like 1% or 2% or 3% interest rate, and then pay that back. That's a liability against their wealth, so then they don't pay any tax. And it avoids paying a 20 to 30% tax rate. You don't have that ability. I don't have it like that. But the ultra-wealthy do. And this, when I first started reading the article and thinking about how I was going to talk about this, I had it in my mind that, look, this isn't necessarily their fault because they're just rich and they don't control. They may lobby or try to influence how the tax policy is written, but they don't really have any control of it. They just pay what they're required to pay. But it's not that. They actively go through strategies to avoid tax by taking out loans, for instance. So I'm going to read from this article entitled "The Secret IRS Files. Trove of Never-Before-Seen Records Reveal How the Wealthiest Avoid Income Tax." ProPublica has obtained a vast cache of IRS information showing how billionaires like Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, and Warren Buffett pay little in income tax compared to their massive wealth. Sometimes even nothing. In 2007, Jeff Bezos, then a multi-billionaire and now the world's richest man, did not pay a penny in federal income taxes. He achieved the feat again in 2011. In 2018, Tesla founder Elon Musk, the man who's invented nothing, he buys companies and then has them call him a founder. Tesla. He didn't create Tesla. He's not the founder of Tesla. He did the same thing with PayPal. He did not create that company. He came in and bought an existing company and then calls himself the founder. In 2018, Tesla founder Elon Musk, the second richest person in the world, also paid no federal income taxes. In 2018, Michael Bloomberg managed to do the same in recent years. Billionaire investor Kyle Icahn did it twice. George Soros paid no federal income taxes 3 years in a row. ProPublica has obtained a vast trove of Internal Revenue Service data on the tax returns of thousands of the nation's wealthiest people, covering more than 15 years. The data provides an unprecedented look inside the financial lives of America's titans, including Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, Rupert Murdoch, and Mark Zuckerberg. It shows not just their income and taxes, but also their investments, stock trades, gambling winnings, and even the results of audits. Taken together, it demolishes the cornerstone myth of the American tax system, that everyone pays their fair share and the richest Americans pay the most. The IRS records show that the wealthiest can perfectly legally pay income taxes that are only a tiny fraction of the hundreds of millions, if not billions, their fortunes grow each year. Many Americans live paycheck to paycheck, amassing little wealth and paying the federal government a percentage of their income that rises if they earn more. In recent years, the median American household earned about $70,000 annually and paid 14% in federal taxes. The highest income rate, 37%, kicked in this year for couples on earnings above $628,300, which may sound like a lot. Almost $650,000, that's a lot of money. But they're paying 37% in income tax. And Elon Musk, he's not paying anything. He is leeching off of what we have built, benefiting from tax write-offs for his company. Same with Jeff Bezos, as he functionally operates a monopoly, pushing out the little guy, running small mom and pop businesses out of business. Disgusting. You should be outraged. Let's talk a little bit about these individuals. Warren Buffett, perennial Democrat, liberal, champion of the working man, trying to get the taxes lower, advocating that the wealthy pay higher taxes. Remember that. That's the public persona of Warren Buffett. No one among the 25 wealthiest avoided as much tax as Buffett, the grandfatherly centibillionaire that's perhaps surprising given his public stance as an advocate of higher taxes for the rich. According to Forbes, his riches rose $24.3 billion between 2014 and 2018. That's $2,400 million that his income rose. Over those years, the data shows, Buffett reported paying $23.7 million in taxes, which works out to a true tax rate of 0.1%, or less than 10 cents for every $100 he added to his wealth. This, my friends, is why a wealth tax, which was proposed by Elizabeth Warren during this last election cycle, is so critical to get the things done in America we need to get done. They whine and cry, the Republicans, about this infrastructure bill that Joe Biden came down on by like $1 billion or $1 trillion, $1,000 billion. Where would we be if assholes like these were paying their fair share and not 0.1%? I guarantee you, if you paid taxes last year, you did not pay 0.1%. Let's talk about Jeff Bezos. Consider Bezos's 2007, one of the years he paid 0 in federal income taxes. Amazon stock more than doubled. Bezos' fortune leapt $3.8 billion, according to Forbes, whose wealth estimates are widely cited. How did a person enjoying that sort of wealth explosion end up paying no income tax? In that year, Bezos, who filed his taxes jointly with his then-wife, Mackenzie Scott, reported a paltry, for him, $46 million in income, largely from interest and dividends payments on outside investments. He was able to offset every penny he earned with losses from side investments and various deductions, like interest expenses on debts and the vague catch-all category of other expenses. In 2011, a year in which his wealth held roughly steady at $18 billion, Bezos filed a tax return reporting that he lost money. His income that year was more than offset by his investment losses. What's more, because according to the tax law, he made so little, he even claimed and received a $4,000 tax credit for his children. Not only is he not paying, he is taking from you, Jeff Bezos. His tax avoidance is even more striking if you examine 2006 to 2018, a period for which ProPublica has complete data. Bezos' wealth increased by $127 billion, according to Forbes. But he reported a total of $6.5 billion in income. The $1.4 billion he paid in personal federal taxes is a massive number, yet it amounts to a 1.1 true tax rate on the rise in his fortune. Leeches. Parasites, they are. Talk about Elon Musk. Last year, Tesla reported that Musk had pledged some 92 million shares, which were worth about $57.7 billion as of May 29, 2021, as collateral for personal loans. With the exception of 1 year when he exercised more than $1 billion in stock options, Musk's tax bill in no way reflects the fortune he has at his disposal. In 2015, he paid $68,000 in federal income tax. In 2017, it was $65,000. And in 2018, he paid no federal income tax. Between 2014 and 2018, he had a true tax rate of 3.27%. Elon Musk, space pioneer, 3.27%. And look, it's not. This isn't just a Republican thing. I've talked about Warren Buffett. I purposefully picked these particular people. And Michael Bloomberg, Democrat, Republican, then Democrat again, independent, stop and frisker, Michael Bloomberg. In 2018, he reported income of $1.9 billion. When it came to his taxes, Bloomberg managed to slash his bill by using deductions made possible by tax cuts passed during the Trump administration. Anyway, I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but Bloomberg, during this period, had a true tax rate of 1.30%. Good for you, Bloomberg. Good for you. You tick, you blood-sucking leech, benefiting off the hard work, the infrastructure that hard-working Americans have built, while you pay nothing. I'll finish with this. This is rich. In a statement, a spokesman for Bloomberg noted that as a candidate, Bloomberg had advocated for a variety of tax hikes on the wealthy. Quote, Mike Bloomberg pays the maximum tax rate on all federal, state, local, and international taxable income as prescribed by law, the spokesman wrote. And he cited Bloomberg's philanthropic giving, offering the calculation that taken together, what Mike gives to charity and pays in taxes amounts to approximately 75% of his annual income. Ugh. The statement also noted, quote, the release of a private citizen's tax returns should raise real privacy concerns regardless of political affiliation or views on tax policy. In the United States, no private citizen should fear the illegal release of their taxes. We intend to use all legal means at our disposal to determine which individual or government entity leaked these and ensure that they are held responsible. So they're not going to address the fact that he paid, what was it again? 1.30% effective tax rate during that period. They're going to say, wait, the leakers. Who does that? Seems familiar. Oh, that's right. Donald Trump does that. Let's avoid talking about the issue at hand and talk about the fact that your taxes got released. Boo fucking who, Mike Bloomberg. Boo hoo, Elon Musk. I'm going to cry you a river, Jeff Bezos and Warren Buffett. Disgusting. Joe Biden, who is not an overly wealthy man, needs to team with Elizabeth Warren to implement the wealth tax right now. Get rid of the filibuster. There are so many things that we could accomplish in this country if we get off of our hands and make some progress. Hold these clowns accountable. Make them pay their fair share. In the case of Bloomberg, if he paid 15%, 13%, he'd be paying 10 times. If he paid half the rate that he should be paying, only half, he'd be paying 10 times what he's paying now. It just doesn't make any sense that we allow this, that we are held down, made to focus and struggle on survival to the point that these things become white noise. Vote. Get involved in politics. Hold your elected officials accountable, responsible for their votes. Get behind policies that both Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and Elizabeth Warren both champion. Wealth taxes, marginal tax rates, a progressive tax system that would eliminate this kind of bullshit happening constantly. Yes, I'm pissed off. You should be too. I would love to know what you think. Please sound off. Leave me a voicemail, 714-576-4054. You can email me, as always, daily at dollemore.com. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for your support of my work, for engaging with my content, for subscribing to the channel, for checking out my podcast. If you are in a financial position to do so, only if you are, not if you have to struggle or budget, but if you have an extra $2 a month, it wouldn't bother you, an extra $5 a month, you can support, help produce this work that I do, trying to bring to light some of the reporting that doesn't get enough eyes. Click the join button, become a channel member. That would be fantastic. Follow me on social media. I'm all over the place. Love to connect with you there. I'll see you next time. Keep your chin up. Get involved. Be genuine. Take care of one another.